Hi, my name's Catriona Starpins, and I'm here today to do an unboxing with you of the Cranberry Creative Colour Box. And the colour this time around is golden. So I'm going to open this and we'll switch it over to my overhead camera and we'll have a look what's inside. Okay, so the usual little box that Joanne packs these in. Just open out. And we've got a little letter here. Hello, thank you for ordering. And a little bit about what's in the box. I'm not going to give it away. We're just going to have a look inside. So this is first glance at all the goodies inside there. And I'll just pop it to the side here and we'll just take them out one by one and have a look. So I've got some long magatama in gold. So they're technically a seed bead, a Japanese seed bead. That's those ones. I've got some head pins, which are super handy especially for making earrings or things that you want to join together, like a necklace, wire loops, whatever. I've got some of those. Excuse me. I've got some arcos. Now these are like a really beautiful, like a matte finish. Arcos. Yeah, it's Arcos. And they're a 2-hole bead. If you can see that, they've got, oh no, they're a 3-hole bead. Excuse me. They are a 3-hole bead. Can you see the 3 holes there? So 1 hole comes out each of the little arch feet, I guess you could call them, and 1 comes out of the middle of the arch. So they are going to be super fun to do some bead weaving with. They also have there's a bead called a Minos, which is designed to fit exactly inside the Arcos. And I think they come in coordinating colors too. So they'll be fun to play with. Some very pretty topaz gold daggers. So these are a 1-hole dagger, beautiful for the bottom of fringe, and for like embellishing around the edge of a stone, like around the edge of your bezel or something like that. And these are a check glass bead. Beautiful. And some gold squares. I think there were some different shapes went into different boxes. So I've ended up with 2 square frames. These are really cool too. If you're into brick stitch, you can do brick stitch around the outside of them. You can sew sew your beads on the inside. You can do wire work around them. Yeah, they're pretty handy. I've got 2 packets here of 4mm rounds, and these look to be either in a bronze or a dark bronzy color. Really nice staple item. I use 4mm rounds a lot in my work, so that's a good one to have. You can use them for spaces, and they're not too big in your bead weaving. You can use them for that too. So I've got, I think there's 100 in each pack. So I've got a couple of 100 there. I've got some, these are a blast from the past. These are pellet, or also called a Diablo bead. And they've got like a little waist on them. I don't know if you can see that shape in the middle there. And then they're sort of a little bit thicker on each end, like a little barrel that's got a skinny waist in the middle. And a 1 hole down the center. These are like a soft yellowy color, or what's it called? Yeah, light yellow, transparent. So they'll be fun to use. A couple of strands of those. That's cool. I have a packet of check size 8. These are transparent topaz AB. And I don't know if you can see quite just how stunning these are on that. They're super rainbow, really nice color. I really love the rainbow finish AB beads for when I'm shading. They seem to, like, when I'm shading in my beadwork, they blend a lot better. So I think they will be super handy. And a size 8 bead. I don't have as many size 8s, but they definitely do come in handy in work. So those. This is lovely. This is a metal golden button. It's a tree of life. So I'll take it out of there. It's got a metal shank on the back there, nice and strong. And it's got a little tree of life on there. So you could either do, if I was going to use this, I could either make that a feature piece in my bead embroidery and, you know, bezel around it, or if I was going to do a bead embroidery piece, I'd build this up at the back here with some felt so that I could still glue it down and it would be level and not rock about. So that's an option. Or they actually make really beautiful clasps on the end of your jewelry. You can put this on the one end and then create a loop of beads on the other end and use it like a toggle, like a little button toggle. So that will be super handy to use as a clasp or in my embroidery. These are, well, these look like table cut. They're rectangle dark topaz Picasso, and they're little table cut check glass rectangles. And when I say table cut, you can see the flat surface on there. That's the table as such. So it's been ground down to be flat. So they would have put this Picasso-y coating over the whole bead and then ground down the surface on either side to reveal a nice polished table cut look. Very pretty. I have no idea what I'm going to use these for, and I might just take that as a bit of a challenge. These are probably not my first go-to for colour, but I think, you know, I'm going to give it a shot. They almost remind me a bit of like the colour of honey or golden syrup. All right, these are delicious. These are Jet California Gold Rush 4mm fire polish. So there's 100 in there. And they've got tones of golds and coppers sort of mixed on them, and they're super shiny. So they are rather delicious. Have fun with those. 4mm fire polish. They seem to be a bit of a staple item in my stash. Ooh, I love these too. These are 14mm Paradise Shine etched chatons. So the chatons, they have a pointed back as opposed to a Rivoli has a pointed back and front, but these have the flat top here and a point on the bottom. So, and I actually learnt a really lovely bezel just recently in one of Meg Thompson's classes, and I'll be able to make some lovely earrings with those, probably with that same bezel. I have Delicas. This is Duracoat Champagne, and this is quite a popular colour in the shop. We sometimes have trouble keeping some of these golds in stock. It's just a beautiful, beautiful colour, really. Champagne gold, really soft, delicate gold. Not too yellow. Joanne would like that, not too yellow. Okay, so onto some seed beads here. I have a tube of size 11 hex, and these are gold-lined topaz AB. So the code is hex 11-278. And these would add a really lovely texture in your beadwork. Hopefully you can see the little hex shape on those. Really nice colour. I look forward to having a play with them. Look at that. And I've got some size 15s. This is a newer colour to the shop. This is the Duracoat Yellow Gold. So it's a little bit more yellow than the just Duracoat Gold, and it's DC 4203. We also have this available in 11s and 8s too. So just put them out. Hopefully you can see the little sweet little size 15s. Perfect for cinching in your bezel on my Yuki seed bead. Okay, so now I have two size 11s. This one here is transparent tea berry gold iris, and it is really beautiful. It's got, I suppose it's quite similar to the 24 karat gold iris. The good thing about this one is it doesn't have the same price point as the 24 karat gold, $8.10, so it's a lot more economical price, but still just as gorgeous in color. Hopefully you can see just how pretty they are. They do not want to go back in the tube, so I'm just going to put them on the mat there. I've got this one here. This is an old fave of mine. I've used this one a fair bit. It's Silver Line Gold Matte AB, and it's a matte Suno bead. Code is F634. And they are really pretty. The silver lined gives them almost like an inner glow. The AB finish gives it a nice variation rainbow sort of color. And they're really lovely. Lovely color bead, these ones. You can see. I'm going to end up with mixed beads all over my mat, but you know what? It's worth you seeing how pretty they are. Then I have two size 8s. I've got 8234, which is a new color to Cranberry, sparkling metallic gold lined crystal. And oh, there's the 8 in the Duracoat yellow gold. So same color as this one here. I've got the 15 and the 8. Just have to invest in a tube of the 11 and then I'll have the full set. So these sparkling gold lined ones, the color's on the inside of the bead. So you actually get that shimmering gold coming through, and then it's like a crystal clear glass on top of the color. So it's got a lovely depth to it. Very pretty. And then that's the gold in that 8. Gorgeous. All right, now I'm left with my miscellaneous goodie bag. So these traditionally have a lot of different things in them each time, and you never know what you're going to get. Every person gets something different. So this has got some beautiful little check. They're almost like a rainbow irisy color. They're not quite a hexagon shape. They almost look like a fire polish that's been cut on the surface of either side. Fire polish 2 cut. I don't know what you'd call it. It's probably a name. There's some 6mm fire polish, and they're in like a topaz, yellowy, translucent with an AB coating. So they're very pretty and sparkly. There's a couple of cabochons here, cabochon pair. They make a nice pair of earrings. I don't know what the stone is. Maybe if Joanne watches this, she might put the answer of what the stone is in the comments. But they are super pretty and almost a little earring pair, really. I've got those. One back in there. Oh, some peanuts. These are a really unique shaped bead. These are in a metallic-y gold color. They'll be fun to play with. Joanne's told me that I need to try peanuts in some peyote stitch, so I might give that a go. She said it's really unique how they come out. I've got some, they're almost like a rondelle with a very, very straight cut on either side of them in like a dark bronze, very sparkly. Look at that glisten. Very nice. These are some check size 11 in a topazzy color. A lighter sort of browny honey color. And this is some, these are like a really pale matte yellow check glass bead. They're like a little tablet bead. Can you see those? They're almost so crystally clear. It almost, they are very soft yellow or creamy color. Oh, and they have gone everywhere. And you can't see them on this bead mat. They blend in. All right, and then I have a Delica in an unknown color, and that's like a soft daffodil-y kind of yellow. So there's probably more than 5 grams there, maybe about 8 to 10 grams there. So that would be good to use for something. And it's like a yellowy salon or luster sort of finish. Very pretty. So that's all of the lovely treasures that I received this time in my golden Cranberry Creative Colour Box. So I've got some other videos on my channel, on my YouTube channel from other colours that I unboxed. So if you want to have a look at any of those, go for it. And if you like this video, I'd love it if you press the like button for me and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming along, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.